What's going on? Welcome back to another normal baseball podcast. Today we got a little bit different episode. We got an interview with an actual person who plays baseball and not just us. Let's get into it.
Wait, were you not on mute or am I tripping? I just didn't hear anything.
I am on mute. That's nice.
Alright, I thought I was
What a
crazy.
way to start it.
Doing
Anyway,
a bit earlier. Doing it in show.
what a nice way to start. Anyway, as I was saying, welcome back to another normal baseball podcast. I'm Alex. That's Lewis. Today we got a little bit of a special guest. We got Devonte. How's it going?
Hello, how are you? I'm good.
So Devonte committed to Alabama State University for D1 baseball. That's pretty
Love
cool.
to see it.
Love to see it. So yeah, tell us. You want to tell us a little bit about it, about how you
Your
like how they
journey.
found you, or
Yeah,
so.
I'll start from, I guess, how they found out about me. So I think I was in a tournament down in Georgia and I did pretty well, and then I got they sent me an email saying they were interested, and then I did I had like around six offers, and before I like picked Alabama State, I had like a bunch of local D1s like the Stony Brooks, like the Hob, like all the locals, and a couple in New Jersey. But I think I chose ASU because one, it's down south, and who wants to play baseball in the cold weather? Like on
Yeah,
and
can't
but
blame
like just based on like an academic standpoint and like the culture I wanted to be around, it was a good fit for me. And I hopefully so next year I can make an impact first day I step on campus. So
That's good. That's
it's gonna be
great.
a fun journey.
That must have been
Wow.
that must have been pretty crazy getting an email out of nowhere from.
Yeah,
Did
no,
you expect when you played
it's
that tournament to maybe
You
um
see like
notice?
scouts or
I
get
knew I
noticed?
knew like there's it's just college coaches everywhere, but I didn't do that fantastic honestly. So that's why I was like a little bit confused. But I think it's because like I did bad and I still contributed, and they knew about me already. So like that's what like really like
You
set the
really
bar up.
did bad, or are you just underplaying it?
I mean I didn't do like it wasn't my greatest game. I went like 1 for 4 or something like that, but it
Well,
wasn't my greatest game. But
yeah. I mean,
I contributed other than offense. Like I did defense, walked, stole a couple bases, cheered on my team, like the little stuff. And I guess
the
and that's what
important
made
stuff.
them interested.
Yeah,
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 well,
the
I mean,
important
they're
stuff.
literally the important
sometimes that
stuff.
matters more.
It really it's a very underrated part, especially playing. Like the energy from your dugout, your teammates matters so much.
Yeah,
It's ridiculous.
yeah. That's great.
Yeah, I can imagine.
Yeah. That I mean, I can't even imagine going down to play and like
So
seeing
now
coaches everywhere.
let me ask you this: when you went to Georgia for this tournament, did you drive or did you fly?
I flew. I couldn't because if I drove
I
10 hours and I had to
Yeah, and then
Oh
play.
no, it's
nah
like 14 hours. Trust me, I've done it
yeah
twice.
like
Yeah, no,
But
not.
yeah, also like playing in front of like MLB scouts and college scouts,
Yeah, I was
it's a
gonna
whole
say
different
that
game.
must be like
Yeah,
not only surreal but like nerve wracking.
yeah, it's surreal. It's like I just got back from a showcase down in Florida, and like just every single team, there's a representative from every single team, and like
That's crazy.
it's like out here, I look like I'm calm, cool, but inside I'm just doing 10 backflips. I'm so nervous,
Yeah, your
and like
heart's beating out of your chest.
yeah, literally.
Yeah.
But like you gotta,
So,
it's fun
what
though.
what
It's fun.
position do you play?
I play center field.
Center field. Oh, so you have
Yeah,
wheels.
yeah,
It's got the
yeah.
Well,
wheels.
you bat like top of the order.
1 to 2.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Either
so
1 or 2.
you're very valuable to almost
Mhm.
every team I can imagine.
Yeah, I would.
That's
Hey, the Yankees should hit me up. We need one of those, honestly. We
Honestly,
need
we
yeah.
a
do.
I
We're
speed
looking
guy.
for one.
I heard that they're looking to trade Jason Dominguez, and I heard that you're sliding right into where they
Oh
want you
yeah,
to be.
yes, please.
Aaron
They
Hicks ain't
need a
cutting it.
speed guy.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Um,
so he's staying in the Dominican League. I heard.
oh God.
Yeah, I mean, if you could get drafted by any team, I would assume it would be the Yankees, right?
Yeah, Yankees number one. But if I besides the Yankees, probably I've always liked the Phillies, even though they're like close. But I do like the Phillies,
Yeah, I can't
and
blame
I,
you.
I like the Marlins too, the Marlins and the
Uh,
Dodgers.
You got
So those four teams is like
yeah.
I would be pretty surreal.
you got two
But
resident Marlins fans right here, so
I'm
indirectly.
more of a
Well,
Phillies guy in the NL East.
that's all right. Well, yeah, I mean, at the end of the day, really, any team is great, though. Like,
yeah, obviously, if this upcoming draft, if I get selected, they want me, I'm gonna go.
yeah,
So
no,
it
yeah,
doesn't
there's
really
no.
matter.
Wow.
Even if the Mets draft me, I'll be like, are you kidding me? But like, I'll take it.
Deep
I'll
down, you'd be a little mad, but
I'll be my luck, but I would honestly, but that would just be my luck.
It's still
Yeah.
baseball, and the best part about being within the MLB system is that you could get traded 50
Yeah.
times before you even touch AAA. You know, you never know where you end up,
Yeah.
For sure.
but the end goal will always remain the same.
yeah. So like when you were like, obviously when they emailed you and everything, and you were getting into that. Like,
Mhm.
how did that whole process like work? Like, I'm assuming you went down, saw the school, and all that.
Yeah.
And
So I flew down to Alabama. So they wanted me to see me one more time before they offered me. So I went to like this little like showcase thing they had, and I did really good. The first at bat, I hit a home run,
oh,
and then I after the home run, they were like, "Yeah, okay, do you want to come to?" I was like, "Yeah," because I pretty much narrowed it down. Like, okay, this is what I want to go to, because they talked a big game, and I really enjoyed it. Because just like the environment, the area, it's nice and hot. I won't be playing in 30-degree weather.
yeah.
Like I could like so like yeah,
You
How
I knew
cold
that
is the
one.
field right
you're
now?
too used to that. Yeah. You're too used to playing in 30 degrees.
Like this season coming up, I'm not even ready for it.
Yeah, no,
Because our first game's in March, and I don't even know how I'm gonna.
it's gonna be freezing. It's gonna be freezing.
So now, I think the most important question that can be asked this interview now is, when you hit that home run, did you bat flip? Did you do anything fun?
Nah,
Or did you run it out?
I ran it out because normally I'm not a home run guy. I'm not a big
Yeah,
dude.
speed guy, speed guy.
I'm 5'10", 165. I'm not a big dude, but I pulled it. I got all of it. I kept running. I'm like, that might go. And then I saw him stop running. I'm like, wow, I really just hit a home run. And it was like the fence was like 340. Like it wasn't nothing short. So I was like, wow, I really crushed that.
That's when you
And then
knew.
as soon as hit the
Power hitter in Yankee Stadium.
yeah, if I in Yankee Stadium.
He's
That's
he's already
the bat
ready.
to the second deck.
He's ready already. That must have been
Yeah.
crazy. That must have been crazy.
And then as soon as I crossed home plate, they asked me if I wanted to come be a part of the program. I said, yeah, like mid game.
Oh wow,
That was
that's
pretty surreal moment.
yeah, that's
surreal
gotta be
moment.
cool.
It
So
was
they like
happy to
pulled
get it
you out.
over with. Like I still played, but like I was
Yeah.
committed to like right after the first inning.
Oh, that's
But like
crazy.
it was the whole process was so confusing because COVID. Like I wasn't playing baseball for around like 8 months, 8-9 months. There was no games, no nothing. Like it was hard. I was getting nervous. Like I was like, what if no one college wants me? Like it was getting really hard at some point.
So
But luckily I stuck it through.
that tournament or the showcase in Georgia that was after COVID started, like a little bit
Yeah,
after.
it was this summer. It was this like
Oh, okay,
this
so
like
it was
last
really
like,
recent.
2021.
Okay.
Yeah.
I didn't know if they like hit you up before and then
No,
waited a
yeah.
little bit. That's
It was
cool.
2021. That tournament was.
So what did you do to keep in like your
What I
muscle
did,
memory all the baseball
I
stuff
have a
during
tee.
COVID?
I put a tee in my house and like I just hit off the tee every day. Low tee, high tee, all the 9 zones. I ran just in case. I think late in the summer, like July of 2020, the game started coming back like late July, but I was only playing for like a month or so. So I didn't really get looked at like that. And then this summer, I was like, I gotta do my thing because I would like to go into my senior year and not having to worry about that. 'Cause
Right.
that's just not a worry I'd want. But luckily, yeah,
Yeah, mission accomplished.
after that tournament, I got the couple offers, and then I narrowed it down and be like, okay, yeah, this is what I want. This is what I'm gonna go to.
Wow,
That's great.
that's amazing.
You got any like moments in your high school that kind of stand out? That it's like
Moments, and I only played one season so far. Moments that stand out.
or even just in general, like just stuff that made you like be like, this is the game. This is what I want to do for like my life.
So like literally, like I can remember as young as like 6 or 7. Like it was the NBYL. It was like a championship for like the silver division or something like that. And like I hit a walk off, and like I've never like to this day I've never been more happier. Like as a
Yes.
little kid hitting a walk off, like, it was so crazy. And then we won the silver championship. Like also like my first game of varsity, that was pretty cool. I went 4 for 4. So like
Oh wow.
it
Yeah.
was a pretty
It's
cool
like a Wendy's meal.
That's one way to do it.
like it was real like just I realized like, how fun this game really is, and it sucked to not having it for a year.
Yeah.
Like it really did. But yeah, the game is so fun to me. I hopefully I could play it for a long time, but I got 4 more years definitely. But yeah, this sport is just there's nothing like it.
Yeah, it's great.
It's very hard, but it's very challenging, but it's rewarding at the same time.
Of course, hardest
So,
sport
like,
in the world.
Yeah, in my opinion, I agree.
I agree.
I think we're all gonna say that. And,
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, what's not to love about baseball?
So I mean, the high school is that? Would you say that's hard considering like? Do you
Compared
think
to
like? I'm not gonna
I'm
say.
not
Do you
say
think
it's
you're a level
easy.
above?
I'm not. I don't think
Your
it's easy.
showcases. Let's do that.
I want to say like high school ball is like easy, but like it's not as hard as if I'm going down to Florida playing with kids from all over the country.
Right, like the
Like school,
showcases.
yeah, like the tournaments. But like school ball, there's like Long Island's been getting really good in competition right lately. Like for like the past 4 years. So like honestly, there's a lot of guys from our area, like just across town that are like that could be just as good as me. And like I'm very happy about that. Long Island's getting like good exposure, and they're
Love
getting a
to
lot
see
of
it.
players coming up. So it's
Love
gonna
to
be a
see
good
it.
season coming up. A lot more competition than normal. So that's gonna be a fun season.
Sounds like you're ready to go already.
Yeah, I got a lot of goals for this season. I want to win Long Island Player of the Year. That's my goal.
Well, that's big.
I know I could do it. I got to make sure I just stay calm, be a team player, and it'll come naturally. I was
Yeah.
being kind of selfish earlier on, but now I'm gonna focus on my team and my team first, and then I'm gonna come second because it's just gonna come naturally. I'm just wondering if I want to win, I'm gonna do what I have to do to win. So it's just gonna come naturally. But I would like to win at least Suffolk Player of the Year, and hopefully I can win Long Island Player of the Year, and then that would possibly raise my draft stock, and then let's see what happens from there.
Those are some great goals. I'm
Yeah,
being honest. That's
high-
great. Is
like
anyone
that you're shooting high.
has anyone from North Bab ever won either Suffolk County or
The-
Long Island?
No, not yet. So I would be the first.
It's big. That's
Well,
big.
yeah, you will be the first.
Yeah,
I will
you will be.
You're right.
Yeah,
There we go.
I
There
will
we
be.
go.
I will, 100%.
100%.
Positivity.
I'm looking forward to it.
So-
It'll be great because we can say that we talked to you before and not after.
I'm calling it now. I'm gonna put the work in. I'm gonna make sure I do this.
Perfect.
That's good. So now, with you being a center fielder, there have been so many like just outstanding Hall of Fame worthy center fielders and outfielders in general, like
Mhm.
throughout all of Major League Baseball.
Yeah.
Who would you say that like you tried to model your game after, or do you think that you're more of a independent, like you do it your way?
Oh no. So growing up, I was a really big Robinson Cano. I used to play infield actually until like a year or two ago, but I used to love Robinson Cano. So I used to like try and copy his swing down. But as I gotten older, I want to be like a D Gordon Ichiro prototype, honestly, like a good mix of those two. Like, cause they're not the biggest guys. Well, Prime D Gordon before like the whole drug thing. Like Prime D Gordon was a beast. Ichiro's been a beast. Like I want to get my arm up, but other than that, like I feel like I have a good contact. I have okay power, nothing crazy, but I'm working on that now with the gym and stuff. So I like to model again after Ichiro and D Gordon, like those two.
I mean, those are two
Like
great
contact
players.
guys.
Those are two just outstanding players. I mean, when you think of Ichiro, obviously you think of the durability and the power that he had, not physically, but the power that he had at the plate just to get a single when you needed and stuff
And then
like
steal
that.
a base, and then steal a
Yeah,
base.
steal a base and do it all basically. And I mean, D Gordon, the first thing that comes to mind with him is obviously his home run after the tragic passing
Yeah,
of
that was
Jose
wow, that was a
Fernandez.
moment.
But I hoping if you can model your game after somebody like one of those two players or even somebody else like that, that would just be spectacular.
Mhm.
And the
Yeah.
sky's the limit at that point. Oh, he's muted again.
Oh my God, I'm back. Sorry, I was letting him out.
Yeah.
But yeah,
Wow.
D Gordon and Ichiro, those.
Yeah, those are. I feel like those two. I'd like to model my game after. Yeah.
Would
You
you?
model your swing after them too?
I'm out. Yeah, I'm out of my swing after mostly D Gordon and Robinson Cano, but like not really Ichiro because what he does, I just can't do that. Like the little run and swing, I
Yeah,
can't do
Ichiro's
that.
he's a
He's
different
just
being.
different.
That's
Yeah,
a one of one.
yeah.
I can't do that.
That's
But
something that's
yeah,
something that can't
Robinson
be
Cano and
replicated.
Ichiro, Barry Bonds I look at a lot because he had a
Oh.
short step,
Hall of Famer.
but like the swings I look at a lot. I look at Ken Griffey swing, Harper, D Gordon.
Are you a lefty?
Yeah, he's a lefty.
Yeah, I'm a lefty.
Yeah.
Oh,
I'm a lefty.
that's
Could you not
that's even
tell?
better.
Barry Bonds,
No, I
Ichiro,
mean,
D Gordon,
Yeah,
Robinson.
I mean, I'm
throw
gonna be
righty, but I
honest.
hit lefty.
Yeah.
Like and Cano, those like the four guys I watch a consistent swings on. Yeah, because every time I feel like a tweak off my swing, I just watch film, see what I'm doing wrong, and then try to fix it.
Yeah, it's a very like particular thing. Like
Mhm.
perfect the swing.
Yeah, I'm not even halfway with learning this stuff, but I'm getting there.
Think about that. You're not even halfway learning it, and you're already committed to a D1 school.
Yeah, it's such a simple motion, but it's so complex. Like you gotta play. You load half a split second too late. You're behind the ball.
Yeah.
Oh my
All
players
about
are going
timing.
crazy. But yeah, timing is everything. If you're late, no, there's nothing. You're done. You can
Yeah.
be early, but you can't be late.
No.
And as I'm going up, I'm seeing a 98 couple to 92, 93 couple times going up, and like if you're not on time, you're done. You're literally it's literally a blur. Like you can't even see the ball after like 90, after like 92. It's just a blur.
Yeah, that
So like you really have to.
that must be
You really have to be
surreal.
on time, calm. Like you can't be like you have to be calm, collected, and you just gotta just try your best to see the ball. Because
So neither Alex or myself have been able to get to the level that you're at, obviously.
More
Can you just
blitzball
put us-
champs.
Yeah. Can you put us through like what a normal at bat? Oh, there he goes.
Just like that.
It was a great interview.
no, I'm back. Hold on.
Now we wait.
No, I just have to like fix it because
So Barry Bonds.
yeah, after he just got snubbed, the shame what's happened to him.
So can you run us through like what a normal like everyday at bat feels like to you? Like when you hear your name get called, your walk up song, like what starts the
Okay.
gears going?
Oh, wait, you're a bit sideways.
Okay, so, I'm sideways. Hold on. Am I? Let's see.
There we go.
Oh, all right. There we go.
Anyway.
Yes. Sorry, interrupted, but
All good,
So,
all good.
a normal at bat for me, my walk up song is Welcome to Jamrock because I'm Jamaican, so like that's like
Yeah.
kind of like how I embrace myself. But it all depends. Like so, I'll say if I'm first in like a class, I'm like 85, 87. Like so, it depends. If he's throwing, normally pitchers throw me outside a lot because I'm a lefty. So normally, I would try to hit the ball to the left center gap. Most of the time, my approach is like the left center gap. And because they always try to throw me outside, and if he misses inside, I make sure I can't miss it. But because as I get older, the pitchers are starting to locate more. It all depends on like what kind of pitcher he is, if he's good or not, if he knows how to hit his spots, and if I do get a hit when I'm on the base paths, all I want to do is just make the pitcher hit me as much as possible. I take as big as a lead I can.
Yeah.
I'm always moving.
Mess with their head.
And
Thorn in their
I
side.
know. I try to steal on the first pitch. Most of the time it works, but I get caught sometimes. But it's okay. But yeah, I'm always stealing on either the first, second. I'm trying to just go, just put pressure on them. That's how you get balks and So I'm all about putting pressure on the defense and him putting the ball in play. Is like a big part of my game. Just make sure I put the ball in play.
Those are two of the most
force
valuable
defense to make the
things.
play.
Two of the most valuable things you can get. You create
Yeah.
your own runs and put the ball in play.
I mean, getting just even a single, if you can, that's 90 feet, and then you get another, then you steal a base. I mean, you're halfway home already.
Yeah.
Especially if you're leading off. I mean, that's huge to any ball club at high school, college, tournament.
At the high school level, I feel like if the leadoff runner gets on, he will score. At this level that I'm at right now, Like I feel like every time I've gotten on base, I've gotten a hit at the beginning of the game, I've scored. And like
Uh,
even with the other team, like if their leadoff hitter gets on base, they're most likely gonna score, just because he can still be like it's very important that that first guy gets on base.
sets
But
the
yeah,
sets
it's
the
the
tone.
framework.
Sets the
Mhm.
tone. Yeah. Wow.
Wow.
Yeah.
Shit.
Can you tell we're related?
Yeah. Oh no.
Uh,
So on the like obviously you just said like you just look to hit a single or something, try to
Mhm.
work your way on base any which way. When you're looking to steal, right? Let's just say it's
Mhm. Mhm.
a righty pitcher. Like what motion are you looking for? Obviously the motion towards the plate so that way
Yeah,
they
yeah,
can't.
yeah.
But like is there something that you notice that pitchers do? I mean, you don't have to give away your secret if you don't want to. But
No,
like
no,
what's
no.
that little
It's not even
thing?
like that. So if the pitcher is doing like a slide step, I'm a little more cautious. I look for a slide step, or if he's going up and then to the plate, or if he's on a slide step, what's his pickoff move like? Because some pitchers they don't even throw it back; they just take their foot back and then put it right back on the rubber to step off. But um, normally I do get a frequent amount of of them pitching and throwing it back to the first baseman. After like two, I get even more aggressive. Like there's no way he's gonna throw it back for a third time. So that's after that one I normally go. But I'm looking for a slide step or if he's gonna lift his leg up and then pitch. If he lifts his leg up and then pitch, I'm off first movement.
gone.
But if he's doing a slide step, I kind of like see like how fast is it getting there, what count is he throwing a curveball, what count is he throwing a changeup. So like I can try and increase my chances. But that I don't learn that till probably like the fourth, fifth inning because this when you're the first batter, it's hard to know what his tendencies are. You got to figure out as the game is going on. But when I get older, I'll be able to have like film, so like so I can be able to steal first inning, first pitch, all that.
Yeah, I was
So
gonna.
you're
Accuracy
not
level.
just standing in the box staring at this guy's pitch motion, right?
Yeah, I was gonna say that you're gonna get a lot more utilities as you get
Yes,
higher up.
yeah, like
You'll get a lot more stuff to work with to get your
yeah.
level even higher than it already is now.
Yeah, I
Um,
mean, I think I might be making my way down to Alabama this summer for my girlfriend and I. Maybe, if you're down there doing a scrimmage or whatever, I would love to
hmm
stop by. I can
Yeah, of
imagine
course.
that
Yeah, for real,
the
of
place
course.
is beautiful.
It's very affordable. That's the thing. Our games are very affordable. Montgomery's a beautiful area. Like there's like a double A where the Rays play. The double A Rays team is like 5 minutes from the field. So
Oh,
like
that's fun.
after a practice or a game, I can just go down to the to the Biscuits and watch them play.
It's
And
another great
yeah,
minor league
it's,
name.
they call it the Montgomery Biscuits.
I,
So
I love minor leagues
and
team
the
names.
food around there is great. It's a really good area, and
Got a
that
Waffle
area
House
of
nearby?
Montgomery. Yeah, of course, there's a bunch of Waffle Houses down south.
Yeah, they never close. They're great.
Yeah,
Oh,
but
that's good.
I mean that's another thing. Minor leagues. Obviously, when you get drafted, it's not gonna. Obviously, you're not gonna be right in the big leagues the next day. The
Yeah,
minor leagues
it's
are.
gonna be a grind. It's gonna be a grind, 100%. They just now provided housing for them,
Yeah,
which is huge.
that is huge.
That is huge. I wish they had that earlier, but that kind of makes me feel I'm more lenient now about how much money I would get if I were to get drafted. Now that they're providing housing, but still like if it. I do want to go to college, but then I don't like. I just like
I mean, if you
it's
get
like day to
drafted,
day.
you're out.
Exactly.
Yeah,
But like
there's no way.
it's a day to day thing. Like
Yeah,
yeah, I wouldn't mind going to college
On going
and
to
getting that
college.
experience. But yeah, I wouldn't mind playing college ball. That has been my dream since I was a kid. Yeah.
I mean, it's
Yeah, well,
definitely looks like a fun experience from everything I've seen.
Yeah.
yeah. Now,
The
are the
team this
games
Oh boy.
just
year,
broadcasted?
this year they get four broadcast games against two against Alabama, one against Auburn, and then one against I think UAB. And their team is looking very good this year. The goal is to make the World Series this year for like the second time in program. It's a mid major, but like they look really good this year. They have a lot of guys that are coming up. They're probably gonna have like 4 or 5 guys get drafted,
Oh
which is
wow.
insane. Even for like a Power Five, but let alone it's a mid major, like they were gonna be pretty good this year. We should run our division pretty easily and hopefully make the World Series.
Yeah, obviously
A lot of
college baseball
Well,
World
if you
Series.
don't, if they fall short, you're probably the missing piece.
yeah. That is one thing I would love to play in that college World Series.
Yeah, that's
And
like
next year,
dream.
I'll be playing against Alabama, which is gonna be like just crazy.
Yeah,
Like
that's
Alabama, Auburn, like those, like
they're like it's
like
like the
those
things that
schools.
you dream about.
You
hmm
dream of
The
Yeah,
prestigious schools, yeah.
yeah,
when
I want to be
you're
on those fields.
pretending you're faking at bats, going 3-2, bottom of the ninth, 2 outs.
100%. Yeah,
Wow.
I'm still getting like sometimes I even realize like I'm really gonna be able to like just play against like the field like the like all the great players that went there. I'm gonna be on that same field as them, and like it's still hitting me. Like
yeah,
sometimes I forget that like how like fortunate I am, and like how really fortunate I'm to be able to play this game and like all that. It's still surreal. Like one time I played on a the best field I ever played on was I played on the I think it was a minor league field in Florida for like the Marlins, and like just how nice it was. Like the grass was perfectly cut and the dirt was perfectly like patted down. It just feels different. Like the vibe, like it's a great time.
I can imagine. I mean,
Mm.
when you're playing at like other facilities and stuff, do you prefer it to be grass or turf? I know
See, the
that's
thing
always a
is,
big debate.
it's back and forth. So if like I run faster on turf, so I would say turf. But like if it's windy, I don't know which way the wind is blowing without grass. And if it's windy, I grab the grass up, pick it up, throw it in the air, see which way the wind is blowing, so I know if I should tackle ball a little harder than normal, a little less than normal. So like, so I if it's a non-windy day, I would say turf. But if it's windy, then I would rather say grass. But
that's
I honestly, when I was younger, I liked turf. But as I'm getting older, I'm starting to appreciate grass more. So I feel like it might be grass at the moment.
yeah. I've heard a lot of that, and turf can also. I think it can lead to like some
A
specific
lot of
injuries.
injuries.
Yeah,
Yeah,
turf burn, all that.
Yeah.
Well, I have a scar because I slid on the turf. If you could see it, right, just that
Oh yeah,
whole
I see
area,
it.
just from sliding on turf, sliding home.
Stuff's dangerous.
So
yeah. I mean,
yeah, so turf, it's
turf. All I
okay.
think is AstroTurf. You know,
Oh, the AstroTurf is there's a
that's the
field called
worst.
Diamond Nation, and it's AstroTurf. It's literally concrete. Like it's literally concrete.
Well, AstroTurf is concrete with just like the turf, but no
Like
like the
just
plastic
padding.
pellets.
Yeah,
Yeah,
so just
It just
yeah,
feels wrong.
AstroTurf feels terrible.
Yeah.
yeah. I mean, of baseball is the grass, like having the
hmm
extra
And
feel of
even on
being
grass, I can
outside.
get away with a couple hits. Like I could hit a chopper and like the ball dies and then he can't get it. On turf, it's gonna
It's
keep rolling.
nothing. Yeah.
That's another
Oh,
thing too.
on turf, that ball could go for
You
miles.
go forever. So if they hit a gap shot, that ball is gonna keep rolling and rolling and rolling.
Yeah.
Yeah, actually, yeah. Forget turf, grass. 100. I'm 100% grass. I'm 100% grass.
He thought about it. No, yeah, that's another thing. Like I know you said you were working on your arm. Like right
Mhm.
now, would you say like you could confidently gun a runner out?
If it's from deep, no, no. But if it's like a good range, I have like an average arm. That's the one. I feel like I'm a full tool player right now, and the only thing I'm missing right now is that arm.
Mm-hmm.
Once I get an arm, I feel like I'm pretty much the whole package for a leadoff guy. Hey, sorry, my dog is barking.
Oh
He's
no,
just
it's
being stupid. But
completely understand.
Yeah, don't worry
yeah,
about
I
it.
feel like the arm is like the one thing that I'm missing in my game. And I could say okay, I can work on this. I've been getting there. I hit like 80, 85 from the outfield so far. Hopefully, I can
Wow.
get to 90 by summer, and then I'm playing this collegiate league, which is only Division One, and that's before the draft too. So if I do good in that, that could also raise my stock. I'm going to catch like go to Clemson, LSU, like it's like the whole
Oh
big thing. I'm
wow.
lucky even getting it myself, but there's only 4 freshmen per team or incoming freshmen, so I'm gonna be seeing like probably 97, 98, 100, possibly 100. So I gotta make sure like I get my focus out. I gotta get stronger like physically
Yeah.
because I'm a little dude. I'm not the small. I'm not the biggest guy. So I'm working on that, trying to get my stats up and like go into my grown man physique. But yeah, it's a grind and it's a crazy grind. I've wanted to quit the sport like so many times because you could do everything right and just still get out, which is just so
Yeah.
frustrating. But that's the mental that comes with it.
Baseball.
Yeah,
It's like a
that's the mental that comes
perfect
with
in the show.
it.
They don't always
Yeah,
work. They don't always work.
yeah,
So you're going to be playing in a league full of collegiate players
yeah.
where you're going to be one of 4 incoming freshmen on a team. Or obviously, like you just said, you're going to be seeing high 90s, possibly 100, depending on who's
Mhm.
throwing. Do you think that that experience will definitely help? Because you said it's before the season. Will
Yeah.
that help you going into high
Oh,
school?
100%, 100%. Because like at 100, it doesn't get faster than that. I feel.
No,
I mean, you rarely.
unless you're
Not
At
everyone is
all.
Roldis
Jordan.
Yeah.
Chapman,
Not
Josh
everyone is
Hader.
Jordan Hicks there. Or
Yeah,
Jordan. Not everyone is Jordan Hicks.
yeah.
So once I see that 100 or high 90s a couple times, it'll slow down for me, and I have to make sure I stay calm. But yeah, but I haven't seen 95 plus yet, and I need to make sure that I do because
Yeah, because that's the only way you
it's all
get used
about
to it.
preparation. It's all about preparation.
Yeah.
Every baseball is all about prep and confidence. And if I'm not confident, I can hit that. Because who's hitting a 90-mile-an-hour slider? Not a lot of
No,
people can
no
do
one.
that. So I
Yeah.
got to make sure I hit
Oh,
that fastball.
Lewis is hitting a 90-mile-an-hour
Don't
slider.
don't forget don't forget who I am, please.
I got to make sure I hit that fastball because, yeah, that's the number one thing at my verse. Do not miss the fastball. So whatever involved in my game. Because that nasty 12-6 or that the changeup with a little too much drop, it gets really hard to hit. Stop.
So,
It gets
You have seen different pitch types, obviously,
Mhm.
playing in high
Mhm.
school and stuff. Is
Mhm.
there like one specific pitch type that you get thrown a lot because pitchers think that it'll get you, but you just love to jump on? Like
First, curveballs, low curveballs.
low
Um,
curveballs?
Normally coaches whenever high school coaches all do the same thing. If the player is relatively good, they don't throw many fastballs, which is like annoying, but I guess.
that is pretty
But
annoying.
so they throw a lot of low curveballs and all like 0 curveballs, 1 curveball. Like they just throw a lot of off speed. Most of my hits were off curveballs last year because they didn't really want to pitch to me. They were pitching around me. And yeah, I learned how to hit a low outside changeup, a low curveball. Just I learned to wow, stutter, to hit or get prep for what I'm going to get, not what I want. Because I'm just not going to get what I want. I'm not going to get that high end or the up fastball anymore. So I've been working on only like low curveballs, low changeups, like away sliders. One pitch that I do need to work on is lefty sliders. I feel like that's the one pitch for like, damn, it gets me a lot when I go against a good lefty pitcher. But yeah, I've been trying to focus on what I'm gonna get and not what I want. And once I did that, it was pretty much just consistent with like my hits all going the same direction, like right over the shortstop's head or in the gap for a double.
Yeah, at least you know what pitch you're
But
not getting thrown.
Sounds like you would be a perfect player for the Carolina Pilots. Go check out one of the last episodes.
Um, but yeah, no, I mean, that's the only way you really get used to those types of pitches. You just have to see them, especially seeing them like because obviously the high school for you like this upcoming season is gonna be like I don't want to say not as important because it's important, but I mean
yeah, of
like
course.
from like a playing standpoint, you're not seeing the
Mhm,
type of pitching that you're gonna see in like the collegiate league that you're gonna be playing for.
mhm.
It's gonna be a lot different. Um, but
That
once you
also throws me off. That I feel like that throws me off too,
yeah,
because
because you go
one
from
day I could be seeing 89, 90, and then it goes down to 78, and it's like
right, it's
like, but you just got it comes with prep, like just learn to keep your hands back and loading. Still doing it to make sure you keep your hands back. But that's the one thing at this level that I kind of hate is like the level of competition I'll see, which is kind of annoying. But other than that, yeah, it should be a pretty good season for me. Like just like the difference in like the pitch level speeds, it really throws off a hitter's timing. Because like this summer, like I would struggle with seeing pitchers that threw slower than 85 because I would just be way out in front. I'll be rolling over, but then my coach we broke it down, learn how to keep my hands back, and yeah.
yeah. Obviously, you said that timing is one of the most
Hmm.
important aspects of a swing. So like if you're going that big of jumps from velocity, it's got to affect it somehow. But as long as you can
Yeah.
keep it steady, everything should be looking fine.
That's impressive. That's very impressive.
Thank you.
Now, do you at this point are you using metal still, or have you transitioned
Yeah.
to wood?
For the whole summer I use wood, but for school ball, it's metal. So I just got a metal bat actually. So
Now,
but
which do you prefer? Do you like the crack of the wood or the ding of the metal?
for a power standpoint, I love the metal, but
Yeah.
as a player, as what I would like to do, I kind of like wood better honestly, because it feels lighter in my hand. I feel like I have more control of it. I use balance bats when I use wood, so I got more control of it. Like I feel like I'm using the bat, not the bat's using me.
It's a good
So
sign.
like when I get I kind of like the wood better. It just sounds a million times better. Like
Oh yeah.
when you square it up, it just sounds way better. So yeah,
Nothing
I
beats
think
that
I
sound.
prefer wood at this point. So far, I prefer wood, but obviously, who wouldn't want to take a metal bat? Just start cranking ones as far as you can. But
Oh yeah.
and a game standpoint, yeah, I would take wood.
And nothing beats
I would take wood.
the crack of the wood bat.
I mean, I feel like after that spiel, I feel like it's less about the bat and more about the sound that it makes. I mean, sounds like you're making good contact no matter what.
Honestly, from me playing, wood and metal are not that much different. If you square it up, then it's the same. But I feel like with metal, you can get away with a bit more. Like you can hit a little bit of the skin part and get away with a little bit of a hit. But if you hit the square, the barrel, it's pretty much the same. So
Yeah.
it's just like getting less of a penalty for messing up with metal compared to wood. But other than that, they're pretty much the same. Not really a difference.
Oh, nice.
At the at the collegiate level, are you going to still use
Metal.
metal?
Using metal. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
So if I do end up going to ASU, I will be using metal. Yeah, so all NCAA is metal, which I think is weird. I think they should change that personally.
Yeah, because it doesn't make much sense.
They're prepping to go to the
Exactly.
MLB.
You're getting ready. It doesn't.
So
I could see high school, but not
I guess
college.
tickets sell.
Yeah.
The more home runs, but yeah.
And that's a big part of the game now. But like in your case, home runs is not all that matters. It's a lot more than that.
I do not hit a lot of home runs. I can count on both my hands how many I've hit in my life. So
Yeah. Wow.
so like I'm not a big home run guy.
Well,
I hit the most in my life this year. I hit like 5 or 6 in 6 years.
well, maybe you're
Before
getting there.
that, yeah, maybe the spike is coming. But I feel like once I see faster pitching, it'll come more often because the pitchers throw home runs. We don't hit them.
Mhm.
It comes with the velocity. So
Mhm.
the harder the pitcher throws, the further you can hit the ball. So
Yeah.
the harder they start throwing, maybe they'll hit more home runs. But home runs never really been like they're I want to do me. No
Exactly. It
one can do
doesn't
what I
need
do
to
as good
be.
as me.
It doesn't
Yeah.
need to be the center of everyone's game, and plus, it's not.
Like,
I would argue it's not the most important part of the game either. I think
At
just
all.
the ability to create runs and defenses that are the two biggest aspects of the game. No matter how you create those runs, as long as at the end of the day you're creating them.
Single's just as valuable as a home run as long as you can bring them around.
yeah.
And
Mhm.
you know, if you're able to take second, all you need is then a single to hit it around, and it's like you hit a home run anyway.
Exactly.
Same thing. Do a
Yeah,
little
and also, like today's game lacks a lot of speed and contact. Everyone's just a whole lot of power
swing it
guys.
for
I
the
do wanna-
fences.
Hopefully, I can change that. But I will change that. I'm not saying hopefully I will. I will
Exactly.
be able to change
We gotta get
Yeah, I will be
guarantees
able to
here.
Confident.
change
It's
gotta
not
get-
a
we gotta
big
get
ego, it's a
guarantees
big
here.
confidence.
that. Yeah,
Yeah, it's not.
I will be able to change that. But
That's
yeah,
okay.
like even with the whole team, all we have is just power hitter, power hitter, power hitter. We don't really. We had Greg Allen. We had Allen, but then they kind of bouncing back up and all that. So.
Yeah.
But I feel like once maybe we can get a speed guy, and that give us like that bats over 280, 290, steals a bunch of bases.
Wow.
Sucks we lost Marte. We need Dominguez up here. We need Herpin. Had to
Oh,
get
yeah.
him up here, but
Couple more years. I mean, I think the
Hopefully.
fastest guy on that team is
Brett Gardner.
Gallo. I think Gallo. It's gotta be Gallo.
yeah,
Maybe.
Gallo. But he's
I mean, Gardy's
Gallo's still
gone.
hit or miss.
I mean, are you sure not Gary Sanchez?
I didn't think about that. Yeah,
No, but yeah, the Gallo is such hit or miss. It's either a home run or a strikeout, and that's like
yeah, he's the three
Yeah.
outcome, true three
Yeah,
outcome
so-
player, which is
What more could you want?
oh yeah, love to see the guys with the 220 batting average, hit a home run every 3 games.
Their at bat per home run rate is like through the roof, but if they don't make contact, they're getting out.
There's no about. Yeah,
I mean,
yeah. Stanton went crazy at the end of the year. I wish he had that the whole season. Like he went
Well,
insane for that last stretch.
that's too much to ask. In
Yeah.
Boston, he should
If
have
only
had
that
3.
green monster
He
didn't
should have
exist.
had 3 home runs in that wild card game.
Oh yeah.
If the Green Monster didn't exist, the Yankees were gonna be in the division series.
Yeah, no, that was a hard. I watched
Not
that
just the
game
Division
live,
Series, the
bro.
World Series.
Just the pain, just
Heartbreaking. Cole.
seeing Garrett Cole get like
Cole.
just destroyed like that. Oh man.
I could smell the Instagram posts.
Yeah.
And still to this day, it's like every argument with Garrett Cole is just it always goes back to but the wild card game. It's like
The
wild card
was
game.
Spider Attack. The
well.
Spider Attack in the wild card is always said. I
That's-
think he's second personally, but people have him third or fourth. I think the second best pitcher behind the ground.
oh
Yeah, no
DeGrom,
one's
yeah.
better than DeGrom. But I feel like he's
New
two.
York or just in general?
Wait, one more time.
Are we talking about just in New York or in general?
In general, like
General,
I think he's
yeah.
the second best starting pitcher.
Okay.
You can have him three and have Corbin Burns over him, but I have him too personally. Maybe I'm a little biased, but I have him too.
Yeah,
Oh
well,
no!
And then-
What?
bias? No, never any bias.
Not here. Not here.
It's all right.
That's right.
Garrett Cole's gonna have a better season than any other Mets pitcher.
Hopefully, this
Uh,
lockout ends. All of that.
Well, we'll see. I think we're gonna miss a handful of games either way.
Yeah.
We still got Atlantic League baseball. That's all I care about. I got my job. I have my job. Let's go Ducks.
Yeah.
That's all I care
I
about.
have to see a Ducks. I haven't seen a Ducks game in a minute. I'm
Bro,
about to go see a Ducks game.
pull up. The tickets are cheap as
$12.
cheap. It's cheap and it's good
$12
baseball.
to sit anywhere, and then it's like $15 for a burger. What more could you want?
I mean, it's good baseball. It's good baseball. Should have
course
won.
it is.
Should have won the championship this year. I got to see Brandon Phillips play. I'm a bat boy for the Ducks. I got to see Brandon Phillips play. I was on the away side when he was playing against us in the championship game. That guy is. You could tell he was a big leaguer.
Yeah.
He like part owns the team. Like he owns the team like that much. Yeah, it's two-time
Yeah.
All-Star. You could tell like he scored. I think he went for like 4 for 4 or something. When he scored, he walked back into the clubhouse. He was screaming at the people in the dugout. He was like, "Clap for me, bitch!" Like he was just going for it.
Yeah.
It was great. Yeah.
And that's how we want you to play this upcoming high school season.
Oh.
I want to see you in that North Bab
believe-
dugout screaming at everyone.
That's
Don't get suspended for at least one game. It'll be a fail.
The trash talk would be at an all-time high. Best believe the trash
love
talk would
to
be at
see
an
it.
all-time high.
Love to see it.
100%.
Well, I think
But, yeah.
that'll just about.
So
Nope, maybe
just
not.
at
Yeah.
Maybe
okay, we'll call
Maybe not.
this last question then, because that actually made me think of something great. So when you're playing at high school, and obviously like when you get to the collegiate level, do you like socialize? Because I know in the major league level, like buddies always socialize with each other when they're on base. Do you shoot the shit with whoever you're standing on first, second, or third with, or is it strictly game time in your head?
It depends. So if it depends on who's at second or third and who's at if the guy a jerk or not. But most of the time, it'd be like, "Oh, you're really fast." I'm like, "Oh, thank you," and then I'll proceed to still third or second.
Thanks. Watch this.
Yeah, I did that once. What happened? I hit a blooper I think I hit a blooper, and I was like, I just missed it to my coach. He's like, yeah, whatever you barely hit. I'm like, all right, watch this. I still second, still third, and then a sack fly got me in.
It's got to be no better
So,
feeling
yeah,
than that.
that's my signature right there. Still second, still third, ground, then someone that's knocks me in. That's
Sacrifice.
The thing that's my favorite play. More than hitting a home run, more than Rob, like that's my favorite play. Basically, was me hitting a single and stealing second, third, and then getting sent home.
Just continuously beating them on the base paths.
Yeah,
no better
small
feeling.
ball. I love the small
It's
ball.
like you're
game.
Ricky Henderson.
I love small ball. Small ball's great.
Yeah, small ball's my game. And Ricky Henderson, look up to him and saying he's the fastest
No one's ever doing what he does.
power hitter ever. And well, he's a little bit of a power hitter, but he had a good amount of power for his speed. And Yeah, that record looks like it's locked and
No,
sealed
yeah,
until I
no
get
one.
up there. But
Well,
until I get
until
up
until
there,
2020,
Yeah.
2024,
until I get up there,
2026.
that spot is pretty locked up for now.
Yeah, for now. Give it another what?
6 years,
17
5
years. Well, 17 years by the time he gets it, you know.
Yeah,
Oh, true. You gotta account for that as
you
well.
gotta count for the me being.
Yeah, how many
grown up,
seasons
so.
it's gonna take?
Yeah.
Well,
Wow.
yeah. I mean, that should do it. Thank you for your time again.
Thank you for having me.
Of
Yeah,
course.
I watch you guys. Like when I'm bored, I really listen to the podcast while I'm working out. I watched it once. I listened to it once while I was working out, and once while I was taking BP. Just put in my AirPod, and I was actually listening to you guys talk. I mess with the podcast heavy. I really do.
Oh, thanks. Thanks.
Yeah.
That means a lot. So when you're in the bigs, we could say we know you,
Conversation.
and
I
when
will
we're
best
big,
believe
you could
this
say you know
podcast
us.
will be known about. This podcast will.
It will.
be
It
known
will. It
about.
should be. I think we're pretty good,
I
but
hope.
that's a little biased, but.
Is that biased? Oh, just a little bit.
But anyway,
And my Chipotle order just got here too. Wow, perfect timing.
the timing just works.
Love to see it.
That'll do it for today's episode. This has been a very normal baseball podcast, and we'll see you next time. Goodbye.